Hey everyone, Jam here, and depending on when you're watching this, you might be sick of seeing this box. But the Armageddon starter set was perfect for starting off my phase 2 of my Dream Space Wolves army. Now if you haven't been following the process of my phase 1, which was Terminators and Dreadnoughts, even though I need more Dreadnoughts, I'll leave a link to the playlist in the description. But anyway, for the phase 2 of my Dream army, I've always wanted to do a fast attack heavy kind of thing. Just picture loads of Viking space bikers, just like beards and hair just flowing in the wind as they're riding motorcycles, jump packs, everything. And to kick off that phase 2, I'm going to be kitbashing up the new Jump Chaplain from this box. So let's just get straight into it. Now the first thing I want to do, well, apart from cutting off some of the imperially gothic iconography, is I wanted to make this guy look like a wolf priest. And they're supposed to be half apothecary, half chaplain. And I had quite a few of these apothecary style bits from the Wolf Scouts kit. So all I do here is I slice down the skull chain pendant thing, and I snip these pouches and the gene seed pot, I guess it is. Get rid of the little leather straps on it and all that, and to be honest, it glued down and fit there almost perfectly. My favorite sort of kit bashes are the ones where you don't really realize that it is a kit bash. Now it wouldn't be a Space Wolf model without some sort of pelt. And maybe someone's already done this, but I thought I had a stroke of genius here. And with the kind of like tassels between his legs, I decided if I just carved out and flattened the back of it and shaped up the ends with my hobby knife, that it could look like a pelt or a bit of tattered leather. Now I'm going to leave the front the way it is because later we're going to be putting down some fur. So that'll hide all of that anyway. And to smooth out all the carving and sanding that I did here, I'm just going to use some thin plastic glue to make it look all nice. Now for the next step, a lot of the leaders in Space Wolves have those giant belt things. So that was my next step. I just carved down his current belt buckle. And just a quick side note, this Chaplain standard is actually amazing, so I kind of need to buy another one because I regret slicing this thing up. Well, not regret, but I just want a plain version to paint up. But anyway, for the belt buckly thing, I got this one I believe from maybe the Grey Hunters or the New Blood Claws, not really sure. And with a bit of slicing at the back of this belt and on the belt buckle of the actual model itself, a bit of dry fitting here and there, I managed to get it to fit, again, almost perfectly. Now one silly thing I did do was I glued this belt buckly thing on without gluing the back of this model on. So when I did that, there wasn't really that much space, it was pushing the belt buckle forward. So I had to just trim that down a little bit on that side. Now speaking of trimming things down, I decided to cut off the current pistol holster on this guy because I've got the one from the Wolf Scouts kit, which just looks more wolfy, but it's also got more apothecary kind of things attached to it. Again, it's just a very subtle change that most people probably won't notice, but I think it makes a bit of a difference there. And before anybody else mentions it, I know I left the book on this guy, and maybe that's not the most Space Wolfy thing ever, but I like things that make my miniatures different from everything else. For example, I like my rune priests or librarians with staffs because no other model in the game can use them. And it's not very often you get a model with a book attached to them, so I just thought it was cool. Maybe he's writing down sagas or something like that. And speaking of subtle changes, I decided to snip off the bolt pistol for this guy because I had the slightly more wolfy version, again from the Wolf Scouts kit. So with some very careful snipping here and there, I managed to remove those pistols from their hands and just glue it onto the Chaplain, and it fit pretty decently. Now as for the beads and the little trinket on his forearm, I just snipped the trinket off and I replaced it with this little stone rune. You get loads of them in all the Space Wolf kits. I just cut one off and glued it on there. Easy peasy. And another thing a lot of Space Wolf players don't seem to like are purity seals, and I do get it. I don't like to have too many, especially on a model like this where it could easily lean into that gothic side. So I decided to chop off the purity seals on the jump pack. Just a quick and easy little job. But I do keep the one on the Crozius. One is just easier to keep it there, and it also helps give the model a bit more movement. And speaking of the Crozius, in order to wolf that up a little bit, I've got these skull claw things from the Wolfen kit, and I just carved out all the bits around the skull, and I shaved down a bit of the skull on the Crozius doing a bit of dry fitting back and forth to make sure that it fits nice and flush, and then eventually just glued it on. Now maybe this head choice with like a little piping going through the eyes wasn't the best, so you guys are gonna have to let me know in the comments. But I think this helps sell him as a wolf priest and also makes that Crozius a little bit more chunky as well. Now a part I wasn't originally planning to add to this model was some sort of dagger next to the book and that at the back of the model. Now lore wise, Space Wolf wolf priests usually have some sort of like ritualistic dagger or something like that with them. Now the Wolf Scouts kit came with a really cool dagger for the wolf priest, but it didn't really fit very nicely there. But that same kit also comes with another dagger, but with some sort of like syringy injection-y thing. So I thought I'd use that one instead because one, I felt like it fit better, but two, it still has that kind of apothecary vibe mixed in as well. So I just straight up glued that on and just kind of filled out that backspace a little bit more. And with that, it was time to chuck on the green stuff fur. And man, I've been doing so many Space Wolves recently, I've just like gone through so much green stuff doing this. But it has to be done. And just a quick little side note, if you'd like to see me continue to grow the Space Wolves Forced and all the other kit bashes and hobby projects I do, then you know, could drop a little subby sub down there and a little like. It really helps the channel and the video out, so YouTube kind of knows that people are enjoying the videos that I make. With that being said, I'll link up all the videos about how I do green stuff fur in the description and all that good stuff as usual. But now we're just on to picking a head for this guy. And originally I was thinking of just green stuffing a long beard and hair and all that kind of stuff just flowing through the wind, and that probably would have looked cool. But I've still got more of these Horus Heresy Space Wolf leather mask helmets, and I know a lot of people maybe don't like them. I really dig them, and I felt like maybe it fits the chaplain-y vibe. Oh, that was a bit of heresy there. I mean the wolf priest vibe quite well. And with this particular head as well, because he's quite aggressive and shouting, I felt like that fit the lore quite well for Space Wolves, because usually Space Wolves leave jump packs and stuff like that to the younger members of the army, like the Blood Claws and stuff like that. Now obviously that's not a strict rule, but it's just kind of my own headcanon there for this guy. Now as you can see here, I've slapped my basing down, which I've got a little short video on as well if you want to check that out. And this is what he's looking like before we slap some paint on to bring him to life. And speaking of, here he is painted. In all his wolf priest glory. Now as always with this project, I'd really appreciate anybody chucking down some names in the comments below for this guy, because this army is very narrative-y based for me, so I just want to really write out the lore for these dudes. But of course, let me know below, do you think I wolfed this guy up enough so he doesn't look like a pure chaplain? Obviously with Space Wolves you can always just go further and further, but I wanted this guy, like I say, a little bit more subtle, a bit more stripped back. Well, as subtle as a flying tank with a leather face mask screaming at you can be, I guess. But anyway, I'll stop rambling. I'm really excited about this phase 2 of my Dream Space Wolves army. It might actually be better than the Terminators one, because I'm going to get far more dynamic poses, loads of flowing hair and beards like I said before. It's going to be super fun. So definitely sub, like, share, do all that kind of usual YouTube-y stuff, especially if you've come this far in the video. And if you'd like to go that extra step to support the channel to help me keep my bits box full, as always, I do have affiliate links, memberships, Patreon, all that kind of good stuff in the description below. But until the next one, guys, I hope that you're cracking out some hobby stuff at the moment with a new edition of 40k. Until the next one, bye bye.